Now to look at what you can find on WCPO Insider and WCPO.com. We're joined by Mike Dyer. And Mike, you're covering a story this week that is on the forefront of so many parents' minds, and that's concussions among football players, especially in high school sports.
Definitely, it really is, Kathrine. I mean, I'm talking to Dr. Gregory Meyer, who's head of the sports medicine research at Cincinnati Children's Hospital, and he said 15 years ago, everybody was talking about ACL injuries.
Yeah.
Now you talk about concussions, and the trajectory is about 100-fold greater when you talk about the concern for concussions.
And the two, I mean, obviously both are injuries, but when you're talking about somebody's head, that's something you don't want to mess with. And what you're finding is this really interesting product that's a part of a study. That this is what you're really talking about this week.
Definitely. As I mentioned, Dr. Gregory Meyer at Children's Hospital is really spearheading an effort to conduct a lot of research for what it's called a Q collar.
Okay.
The St. Xavier football team, 32 players from the team wore this collar during the 2015 season. And
in the picture here you see it, it's got the 22 on the back. What does it do?
Well, I'm not a medical expert by any stretch, Kathrine, but I'll try to explain it as best I can. But basically it fits around your neck, and it compresses what's called the jugular vein,
okay.
Which basically allows more blood in your brain. It prevents what's called slosh, when your brain goes against your skull on an impact. And doctors and researchers have found that that is obviously a cause for concern. So by compressing the jugular vein, you're actually increasing a little bit of blood volume in that brain to prevent that slosh. And hence, the results are really significant. At St. Xavier, they wore the Q collar. Moeller was the control group. They did not wear the collar, but they both had what's called an accelerometer in their helmet, which tested the impact of various hits.
Yeah,
exactly. So the imaging for those brains is really significant. They found no change in the collar group, while they found some change in the group of the Moeller football team.
And this is, I mean, like you said, this could be a game changer of sorts.
It really could. They're going through the steps, the regulations, the rules to try to get FDA approval, which would be very significant. I've been told by the company that's putting on this funding, Q30, they're based out of Connecticut, that we're looking at the next year or two for hoping to bring it to market. So this really could be a game changer in so many aspects, not just in football, but you're talking about in all contact sports, hockey,
even
soccer,
like soccer, exactly.
Yeah, lacrosse, and it has other benefits as well in other parts of society.
And of course, right here in Cincinnati headquarters and heading it up. Really interesting, and you can read Mike's article right now on WCPO.com. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.